Yo, what's going on, people? I've always wanted to make a YouTube videos. The reason I want to make this video really is because my friend died in July. He died in July and he always wanted to make YouTube. I think there's a couple of videos out, but he was like, come on, like we've got so much knowledge that we want to share with people. And, you know, we used to have some very deep conversations that would allow us to progress further as human beings. So I really wanted to make this video, but I don't know how to edit and I don't know how to cut and paste and, you know, really use the indoctrination that the system uses for you to be engaged in my video. But never mind, maybe this will actually help some people. So that's the main thing I think that I want to achieve out of this. And hopefully, if this is a two-way conversation, maybe some people can learn from me and I can learn from them. But what I've realised is we are at a stage right now in the world, when I look at, you know, what the agenda is being pushed out and everything, that we are really messing up the planet and we are really messing up the psyche, and the powers that be are really trying to control us. And I've struggled with this for about 10 to 20 years, thinking like, how can we get out of the system? How can we, you know, how can we fight something that's so powerful? How can we fight such a huge machine that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years? You know, coming out, never mind all the conspiracy theories, but, you know, how can we fight that? And I looked into all different religions, you know, Christianity, then Hinduism, you know, really stumbled into Buddhism. And I thought, okay, all of those things have some answers, but it's not really practical, right? There's always some sort of belief that you need to have. So I've come to some certain understandings and certain practices in my life that allow me to reclaim back my life and reclaim back my sovereignty as a human being. And I am this infinite being, and so are you, and you're able to reclaim that power back. And, you know, it really starts really simply. And I want to give you guys some practical tips where you can actually start feeling the infinity within you and realizing that you have control over this existence, and you are literally God as it is, and everything is God. So let's get into it. So I think the first thing that you really want to start doing is start being aware of where you're putting your attention, because attention is the currency of the world, and they are controlling the currency. They are controlling where your attention goes, and we're continuously getting bombarded with screens, with adverts, even driving through highways with billboards of things that they want you to consume. And, you know, what you consume, you become. And I don't just mean food, I mean every bit of information that is coming through your five senses. So you have five senses, and you need to really look after what you consume with them five senses. So my number one would be really just be aware of what you consume. Be aware and mindful of how much time you spend on your phone. And if you are on your phone, or if you are watching TV, or if you are, you know, listening to podcasts, be aware of what it is that you're actually listening to. Did you choose to listen to that? Did you make a choice to listen to that, or was it something that was pushed in front of your face with an algorithm to keep you going and keep you scrolling? So, and you'll realize that if you spend less time on your phone, which is obviously everyone knows, and I struggle with this as well, if you spend less time on your phone, you're going to have more time to do things that will allow you to take back control of your life. And I've realized that a lot of people are lonely these days, and I think the phone is something that we crave connection. We are social beings and we crave connection. So when we are alone at home in the silence, one, we are not used to being silent, and we are not used to being bored. We completely lost that, but we'll step to that point. And two, we crave that connection. So we open up our phone, we look at our WhatsApp or our Messenger, or, you know, something, oh, have I got a notification, and hoping that someone's going to reach out to you, and potentially maybe there will be someone there and that you can chat to. But once, you know, that chat is over, you then will try going onto a different app to carry on wanting that social connection, and you use Facebook, Instagram, whatever the app that you're using, TikTok, just to keep yourself in a low state of continuous dopamine release. And I really think that you need to be mindful of that. I'm not going to tell anyone to stop doing that, but be mindful of the time that you're spending on because they are literally trying to control you. The powers that be, they're trying to control you, and they've got the best device right now, and this is this phone. So yeah, stop scrolling as much. That's my main one. That to get you started. When you stop scrolling so much and start saving the time, You can utilize the time to do other things. So you can utilize that time to start moving your body like you're meant to, like our ancestors meant to. Find something that will allow you to move your body and start stretching, and start going to the gym or start exercising, start swimming, start walking, start running. Just enjoy moving your body. And once you got that on point and you start moving your body, they you're reclaiming back your sovereignty. They are trying to get you to be sedated. You are moving your body. They are trying to get you to watch and use your attention to and watch things that they want you to. You are removing yourself from that. So step by step, you are able to reclaim back your consciousness and reclaim back the power that you've got of this present moment. So move your body. Start moving into the gym. Start going to the gym. Start running. Start swimming. Whatever you enjoy. Start tennis. Whatever it is that you enjoy. Step by step. Once you start doing that, and once I've started doing gym, you naturally start looking into eating healthy, and staying away from ultra processed foods. And there's so many diets out there. I think I don't want to get into nitty gritty of things, but the way I see it is eat the way that your grandfather would eat. When when your grandfather used to eat, they would eat things that weren't processed and ultra processed. And that's another thing they're trying to control you and bombard you with this low key dopamine continuous sugar hit, right? So really take control of your diet, eat whole foods, and exercise, and stop scrolling. So once you get all of those things, I can go deeper into each one of these subjects and how to help you take back the control. Once you get these things done, you can start meditating, and all of that will start becoming clear. When you have the time in the morning and in the evening to just sit there and sit in silence and be aware of your breath and just come back continuously to your breath. I practice Vipassana meditation, a 10-day course for free. You can go to a 10-day course in silence and they'll teach you the Vipassana technique, the way that Buddha taught meditation. But yeah, once you start learning to meditate, you'll realize that you are the awareness behind your sensations, and every sensation that you feel in your body, you rather crave it or you have aversion towards it, and that's where your suffering comes from. So when you really understand the meditation and you really understand that you can just sit there and be aware of your sensations and understand that they are impermanent and stay equanimous, they will pass. And then when you get a good practice of meditation in, and you can do that daily, you can kind of start learning that you can kind of start learning and pushing that onto your life. So when bad things happen, you're just aware of the fact that bad things have happened, but they're going to be impermanent and good times will come. When good things are happening, you're not attached to those or good sensations, and you're aware of that, and it will pass. So you always have a balance of mind, and that's a very, very powerful way to be. And they always want you to start chasing dopamine and the short-term release of dopamine. But yeah, meditation is one key aspect. To be honest, if you've got this far and you're meditating and you're going to the gym, you're eating healthy, all of this stuff that deep down, I think the main thing is you need to align with your goals. Realize who you want to be within yourself, and then act that way with every decision that you make. So when you are exposed to a decision or you're confronted by a decision, act in a way that you want to be instead of what's easier, and then that comes to what I do is obviously come out of my comfort zone. I start running when I don't want to run, get into a plunge ice bath when I don't want to do it, work hard at work when I don't want to work hard at work, really do my 100% on everything that I do. So yeah, come out your comfort zone is another one. I don't know. These are just things. I'm just going to make this video. I'm not going to edit it. But these are the things that I have very much detail on. And I would want to share with people and see how they can overcome their struggles and how they can overcome their issues with what they consume and how they can take back the control of their life. Because, yeah, like I said, they are trying to control us. And this, after understanding the Bible and understanding the religious texts, I realized that this is the only way that we are going to be able to take back control of our lives. Yes, they can control the narrative. Yes, they can control what's happening on the screens. Yes, they can push that out as much as they can to me, but they can't control what I do in this present moment. It is my choice what I eat. It is my choice whether I go out and exercise. It is my choice whether I cultivate the love and kindness and compassion around me. This is my choice, and no one can take that away, and that is your choice. No one can take that away. You can be a kind, compassionate being every single moment and every second of your life. When you understand that and you and you live that, the world is going to change, but it's got to change within you and it's got to change within me. And that's why me and Simba, before he passed away, we wanted to spread that message, and we wanted to really spread that, and we used to speak about this all the time. And he used to challenge my beliefs so much, and I love that. So I would love for you guys to challenge my beliefs, or maybe ask for more details about, trying to get better. Ask more details about what I do to fight the system. But really, everything happens within, and your actions have to match what your internal dialogue is. So yeah, that's about it. This is my first video. Hopefully, if it gets, if it helps one person or two people, that would be amazing. And then maybe I'll start doing some more, and then get more details about, what Vipassana is, how to meditate, where to find the courses, or diet, and how to really look after the food that you eat, or some exercises and strength training that I do, or maybe why plunging and saunas and all of those things are very beneficial for you. And yeah, we can get strong, we can get powerful, we can take back the control from the system by looking within, and then allowing the power to come through, and then realizing that we are an infinite consciousness that is experiencing this moment right now. So I hope this has helped you at some point, and will help you, and thank you for listening to me. Peace.